Hey there, this is the second part of our how to deal with different characters in 1v1 situations as Tracer guide. The last part was about general things and DPS matchups, and we continue with others in this one. Hello guys and welcome to the dojo. Before we begin, we recommend that you watch the first part of this series as we talked about general tips regarding 1v1 situations as Tracer. However, in this one we're going to continue dissecting and understanding the matchups against different heroes, snipers, tanks, and supports. Defense heroes are a category by Blizzard that can be further drilled down to smaller subcategories. We're going to start with real defenders who specialize in locking down parts of the map and from keeping the enemy from entering high priority areas and to push through chokes. First of all, how to deal with Bastion. Tracer vs Bastion is a skill matchup. Bastion's turret has the highest raw DPS in the game, and if you don't pay attention to it, you can go down very quickly. However, in exchange for that DPS, he's very immobile while dishing out damage. The best strategy here is to try to outmaneuver the enemy with well-timed blinks. Covering the distance is the hardest part if the Bastion sees you, so make sure that you use terrain and cover to get out of line of sight. When you're able to get close enough, unload your DPS on him while continuously blinking around the foe. Bastion's a little bit less of a threat when in recon mode. He can heal up, but the repair charge diminishes quickly, so you should have a chance to deal with him. But beware of him transforming and killing you with a volley of bullets.
Cheers, mate! The cavalry's here!
Next up is Junkrat vs Tracer, and we think that this matchup is something that you don't really want to fight. Junkrat excels at locking down chokes and fighting in close quarters. His nades are able to damage you heavily, and the concussion mines will make short work of you if you happen to get blown in the face by them. Junkrat also has access to a trap that will disable all of your abilities, and if you step into it, you pretty much just signed your death sentence. That being said, if he's not focusing you, you do have a better chance of killing him from behind and up close. You need to track well, but his hitbox is hittable with a full clip if practiced. The most viable strategy in a 1v1 situation is to try to bait out the concussion mines before you engage him. Blinking in and back quickly will usually force out some basic attacks or a mine thrown at you. Make sure to make good use of your recall. It will be a really close call in nearly all situations, even if you do kill him. We suggest that you search for a better target that you're less likely to go down to, and only try to go against Junkrat if he's not paying attention.
I'm going to have to science the heck out of this.
Mei vs Tracer is an ability bait matchup. You both have access to heal, however Mei is able to slow down your movement and kill you with an icicle to the head. Dealing with her requires you to time your abilities well, and to dodge like crazy. When engaging, make sure that you're the first to do damage. That may get you a panicky heal reaction from the Mei that you can abuse. After she's healed up, you just need to go around her ice wall to get to her, and recall when you're about to be frozen. Remember, if you take a lot of damage at once, it's time to recall. Never engage her without all of your basic abilities available. The next defender category that we have are builders. At the time of making this video, there's only two builders in the game, Torbjorn and Symmetra. While Sim is in the support category, she fits here better for this guide. When going against builders, it's really important that you're aware of their presence and suspect that a turret or two will be waiting for you somewhere. If you keep this in mind, you can win your fights and have an easier time traversing the map while flanking the enemy.
People always underestimate the engineers.
Let's start with Torbjorn vs Tracer. This can be a really hard one, and it's best to avoid if the Torb already has his turret up. It has a lot of DPS in addition to it being able to lock onto you, never missing a shot. Just try to find an alternative route around the turret if possible, and leave it to your team. If you find yourself in a situation where you need to fight the turret and the dwarf, go for the Torbjorn first. You can just heal the turret up, hiding behind it, so it's better to try to damage and eliminate him first. Killing this duo usually takes more than one recall or some sick blinks and good tracking. When Torb is alone without a turret, you can try to harass him. Dodging the ranged attacks are not that hard, but you want to make sure to respect his shotgun, because he can insta-kill you with a good shot to the head. It's usually the best to blink around him, kill any low-level turrets that he places instantly, and try to go for the head from a conservative distance.
Such a lack of imagination.
Next is Symmetra vs Tracer. This is a fight that you want to avoid unless you're really sure that there are no turrets around her, which, if we're going to be honest, is pretty unlikely. You'll usually have a hard time trailing behind the enemy lines with a Symmetra around. Her turrets are both damaging and slowing you down, and if you step into a nest of turrets, you're pretty much as good as dead if you don't react quickly enough with a recall. She can go down quickly if not paying attention to you, however when you're in a real 1v1 situation, even without turrets she can be a very big threat. The microwave attaches to you and she can keep up with a single blink distance if positioned well. Bait the photon barrier, try to get to the other side and unload a clip. You'll usually have to recall but should be able to finish her off after that. Make sure to manage your blinks well. The next section is about Tracer versus Snipers. You're not the best flanker to call for when there's snipers in the enemy team. Your low health pool makes it really hard to engage successfully from a distance, and the lack of vertical mobility makes it nearly impossible to get rid of a sniper who's paying attention.
Even when you reverse time, you always make the same decisions.
Tracer vs Widowmaker is a matchup that you want to avoid. She can insta-kill you with a charged headshot and will have an easy time getting away with a hook, just to land another headshot or two from the air. Your best bet is if you're able to get to her somehow directly, and flank from either the side or the back. When scoping, she has a limited vision, so any non-direct angle will be a good choice. Avoid going towards a Widow in a straight line, or you're dead. If you happen to try and go for her and step into a Widow mine, just back off. She can see you coming and has vision on you, so you are an easy target to kill.
You do not want me for your enemy.
Tracer vs Hanzo is a skill matchup. Hanzo has multiple tools to instantly kill you if you don't pay attention. One headshot with a fully drawn bow or scatter arrow to the leg and you will perish. Therefore, your matchup versus Hanzo really depends on your timing and evasion skills. Baiting the scatter arrow is a must, because it's just way too easy to kill you with it. Blinking towards and quickly to the side usually does the trick. However, Hanzo players are usually expecting this kind of baiting. Try to lure the abilities and utilize crouching when you're around the enemy. When he's not with the team but taking the high ground, you're better off just finding other targets. Even if you are able to get close to him somehow, it's usually not worth the effort, and he's a lot less susceptible to flank than Widowmaker. That was the second episode of how to deal with different characters in the game as Tracer. If you like what we're doing here, please make sure to like, favorite, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not already. Remember that we have a Discord and Patreon, so if you want to get coached, you know where to go. Okay, see you guys next time.
This time we'll have to join forces.